Hello and a very warm welcome. Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, race 7 of the F1 season. Canada memories, in we go. And probably the most iconic moment around the Circuit de Villeneuve, Ile Notre Dame. I mean, it's got to be Jenson Button, hasn't it? But for me, it's not Jenson Button's greatest win. How can it be Jenson Button's greatest win when he's had contact with Alonso, his teammate, and had a drive-through penalty? And he went through the pits 6 times. It's an iconic race, don't get me wrong, but to say it's his best win, I'm not having that, because it can't be when you've had that much contact, you've had a penalty. No. 70 laps, 2.7 miles, 3 DRS zones. We've got 1 down the pitch straight, and then obviously we have that bit where Stroll and Hartley crashed last year. You come through the left, right, open DRS again, and then obviously to end the lap. I mean, yeah, Jenson Button wins in 2011. Unbelievable. Comes through the pits 6 times, gets a penalty, hits Fernando Alonso, hits Lewis Hamilton, and then he comes on. What was he doing? He was trying to overtake you, Jenson. Longest ever race. It was like 4 hours, God knows. I think that genuinely is the only race I've missed. Like, yeah, I never watched that race. I don't know where I was. I can't remember, but I didn't watch that race. That is the only race I've missed in recent times. Well, it's not recent, is it? It's like 8 years ago now. Holy shit. Many first wins round this circuit. But Jenson Button, last lap, Vettel gets on the wet stuff, runs wide, puts the wheel on the white line, Button's through, Button wins an epic race. Unbelievable. Many first wins here at this track. Daniel Ricciardo in 2014, his first ever win. Robert Kubica, from having a huge crash in 2007, and then he comes back in 2008 and wins the Grand Prix, leads the championship, and that is his only F1 win. Robert Kubica, that is an amazing story. Lewis Hamilton gets his first win round this circuit. He is a Montreal master, is Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he 2007 wins his first race. Unbelievable scenes, and look how many wins he's got now, 77, 78, and that was his first, and that was a tough race, 4 safety cars. Kubica has that massive shunt, worried about if your friend's okay, so that it wasn't an easy race to win. Pit lane crash 2008, and Lewis Hamilton messes up massively. Raikkonen and someone else was stopped because the red light's on. Hamilton comes steaming down, runs into the back of Raikkonen. So that was a massive, massive error by Lewis Hamilton. Pit lane was closed. Red light was on. He makes a howler. Nigel Mansell stops on the last lap. He's got a massive lead. Did he run out of fuel? I remember he comes out to go down the long straight. He's literally got the long straight and World of Champions to do, and he's won the race, and he stops on the last lap. Piquet ends up winning. He must have run out of fuel. 1998, huge crash. Like, there has been a fair few shunts around this track. Most wins, Michael Schumacher with 7. Lewis Hamilton has 6. World of Champions. Now it's called World of Champions, but it hasn't claimed the recent champions, I would say. The only one that's been in there of recent is Vettel. I never remember Alonso hitting World of Champions, nor Kimi Raikkonen, nor Lewis Hamilton. So I don't remember Rosberg hitting it either. But people who have hit it: Jacques Villeneuve, Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel, and Jenson Button. Now, Jacques Villeneuve, Canada's only F1 champion in 1997, and for me, he's the worst world champion we've ever had. I don't rate him, Mr. Negativity, never has a positive word about the sport we love. He is F1's worst world champion. In my opinion, he just is. He's Canada's own F1 champion, but he's horrendous. Lance Stroll, home race. I seem to recall that Lance Stroll scored his first ever points around this track in his F1 career. Had a big shunt last year with Brendan Hartley. Big crashes around this track. Robert Kubica 2007. Felipe Massa and Sergio Perez in 2014 when Ricciardo was the winner. Giancarlo Fisichella, the Italian. Stroll and Hartley last year. John Alesi. Olivier Panis. Big shunts. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Robert Kubica. Now this track, it means a lot to him. His first ever win. He has a memorable big shunt for all the wrong reasons. And this could be the first weekend where he beats Russell. Russell won't know this track that well. Formula 2 never go around this track, so Russell won't be that experienced around this track. Surely Kubica has to put this 6-0, 6-0 to bed and beat the Briton this weekend. He's got to end basically the hammering. 6-0 qualifying, 6-0 the race. Kubica needs to get that one on the board. After this weekend, he wants to see 6-1 quali, 6-1 in the race. But I can't wait for the weekend. Right, into the lap we go. You come out through the wall of champions, over the start finishing line. You open the DRS, pull it to the right side. Then, first corner is a left-hander. Then a quick right. Pull it back over to the left side. A quick right, left. Get as close as you can to the wall. Round another right-hander. That's where Stroll and Hartley collided last year. Pull it back over to the right side. Left, right. Get as close as you can to the wall. Open DRS in qualifying. And in the race if you're within a second. Down this little straight. Under the bridge. And now that's kind of... If you look back on my videos, I passed three cars into one corner around this track on the F1 game. And it was down under the bridge. Bringing back memories going under the bridge. And then we've got a right-hander. That's where Fernando Alonso famously retired. Got out of his car and went in the grandstand. Right-hander, left. Once again close to the wall. Marcus Ericsson hit it one year. And then you're coming down. Pull it to the left side. You hit the sector 2. We'll know in qualifying whether you're up or down. And then a kind of a hairpin. Obviously that's where Kubica had his massive shunt. Critical to get a good exit out of the hairpin to get the drive down. Keep close. Then long straight. Have a picnic, have a cup of tea, open the DRS, and then the critical corner. Wall of champions. Will we see any champions in there this weekend? I hope not. Obviously champions on the grid. Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen, Vettel. I'm actually tempted to look that I haven't missed anyone. There is only 3 champions on the grid this year, isn't there? Why did I think there was more? Vettel, Kimi, Hamilton. They're the only champions, aren't they, this year? Kubica, Russell, Sainz, Gasly, Stroll, Kvyat, Gio, Albon, Ricky, Hulk, Perez. Kimi's a world champion. Norris, Magnussen, Gros, Leclerc, Max, Vettel, Bottas, Hamilton. Yeah. I don't know why I thought there was a 4th. I didn't want to make myself look stupid. Can't wait for the weekend. Canada. I like the track. Should produce good overtaking. We've got 3 DRS zones. Half of the track's DRS, so that should promote overtaking. Williams, can they get some points on the board? Probably not. Giovinazzi needs to get scoring points big time. Ferrari needs to get into this title fight because Mercedes are running away with it. Mercedes have won every single race so far. We had Bottas in Australia. Bahrain, we had Lewis Hamilton after Charles Leclerc issue. Then we have China, Lewis Hamilton. Baku, Valtteri Bottas. Spain and Monaco, Hamilton. Hamilton nurses tyre issues in Monaco to win. Who's going to win the Canadian Grand Prix? And it's a bit of a weird schedule. Like, for me, the race is on at 7:10, my country. And qualifying will be on around tea time, my country as well. So, bit of a weird scheduling. For me, it's usually 2:10 the race is on. So, Canada, cannot wait. Hopefully some unpredictable weather would spice things up. What goes on the thumbnail? Is it Robert Kubica's massive shunt or Jenson Button's miraculous comeback? Literally 6 times through the pit lane. Wet conditions, dry conditions, Mr. Twinkle Toes forces Vettel into a mistake. Has contact twice, manages to win the race. It's unbelievable out of Britain. That's why he's got the name Twinkle Toes. Thanks for watching. Join me for qualifying reaction Saturday, race reaction Sunday, driver ratings for the Canadian Grand Prix. Keep your eye out, and that is Canada Memories done. And Paul Ricard? I'm not sure I can do one for Paul Ricard, to be honest, memories, because of course we went there last year, but Paul Ricard, it was on the calendar before my time, I think. So Paul Ricard could be a tough one to do memories on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Adios. Canadian Memories done.